scans almost completed on your screen. Is there anything that jumps out to either of you at this current moment?
There certainly is, Parker. There's something that will not be jumping into the building quickly, and that is this Amaru. We have seen Amaru be for not long for this world in Rainbow Six. We could see some of the last vertical nade kills in Rainbow Six esports history here in this grand final. And it is very much the strategy that W7M look to opt here. 3 sets of nades as they look for control down below. Herds in an initial duel. He gets a bit of damage onto Maya on the other side, but a nade to follow through could be the killing blow. Instead, it's targeting the barbed wire, and no blood has been drawn! Hold that thought for a second, JV! Finds 2, the trade comes through, but Lowe's at a disadvantage, and that gets furthered. Nade has found his, and it's go time for W7M.
Well, Lowe's just got absolutely overrun in the first execute, and if W7M are going to make a statement to start this off, why not go in that way? Toxic gas tossed out now as Nade just waits patiently. They've got the smoke pinned down, reduced to just dots. W7M only losing one. A single kill in the final moments of that round.
They're holding those angles, they're very fundamental, and they don't have any gaps to abuse, so Lowe's might struggle in the early stages of these defensive rounds.
JV92's got a read on Maya playing in this position. Maya has the intel now with the razor wire being hit upon, and Maya will decide to engage, rightfully so. Both players with the same machine in their hands, but Loso winning the duels. 30 seconds remain, and now it's Herds in the same spot where JV92 was buried. Took them in together before Nade walks down, but it's Dash and Dots to work together.
Left floundering.
The support there, the trading, and Lowe's, they're active on the map, yeah, but they're not playing individually. The trades coming through, the 2 intel operators, the Pulse and Valkyrie working together. They lose 1C4, but the other one stays upright, because to be used later in this round. The thing is though, Dokkaebi, JV can hack that phone, grant that valuable intel, shut down the Valkyrie cameras now. So I will say, the 1-for-1 trade favors W7M on the attack.
The little HP that KZ lost is easily fixed with an Adrenal Surge, and I mean, as he's the Finka, he controls when it comes out. Nade holding on to that diffuser. Ooh. Very patiently. Second floor control. Still not for W7M, but they've got a good read on it. Oh my goodness. Cameraman picks up a second kill before being traded back. Nade, 6-1. An absolutely incredible performance so far through 3 rounds for a player who, as we pointed out, often flies under the radar of this squad.
Indeed he does. And he's in a great position with Philippox to continue dominating this top floor. Dots and Dash. Quite a duo. They must clutch up against 3 players from W7M, and with the bomb site being on the ground floor, they're wondering, can they retake above? There's plenty of time still for W7M.
Well, moments now. Got 1 Nitro Cell in pocket for Dots, another for Dash.
Ooh.
Down below, your hope at this point is to completely shut down Nade's plant, but first Nitro Cell goes and it completely misses. Nade now positioned with 15 seconds left. Time for that diffuser to get planted. Dots creeping up. Is there coverage? Gives his position away inside Piano. A successful plant for W7M. Nice shot from Dots. JV92 is no more. Dash a single bullet away. Nade doing everything himself at this point. 3 kills and the objective. He's got Philippox for backup. Nitro Cell goes out, damage being done to Dots, reduced to a single point of HP.
Eyes on the diffuser. Attackers
Not a lot of time left for him to hop on the diffuser. You can't really long arm it without being exposed. He's going to attempt it. Philippox does the job. Lowe's have expended some of their post-plant utility to keep W7M at bay.
And the thing is, Lowe's just gotta play around low, and they got the collisions, but they're just wrapping the window inside.
Herds has actually repelled straight on in, and Nade as well. So multiple players from W7M in good positions. Nade left unaccounted for. There's no way this air jab works. Back on their feet swiftly are Lowe's, but they hold their ground. Nade taken out, diffuser cold on the ground in the bomb site as JV finds something back, and from below it looks like Philippox might be able to bring it in. Maya can't stand up to the might of the Bulls. Oh, JV. My, does he want to hear you? Around any corner. They think that the whole map is their real estate. Now Herds has actually got himself right on inside to Piano, and he's so close to that bomb site, he knows a player is in the corner of the room, just ahead, and he needs to win this fight, but Dash gets the better of him. KZ for the trade. And Los may be able to stay alive here, but not if they continue to fall like that.
This is the hallmark of a great team. It's not whether you get the pick, but if you can trade it back right away. They've been doing this in every single matchup since the quarterfinals. Somebody on W7M dies, but it's all good because there's somebody immediately there to kill the next player in line. Nicely tossed, C4 earlier, drops nade, but now cameraman will be ended by
Again, an opportunity goes missing for W7M.
Well, he saw that there was somebody significantly closer with those red footprints, and then also assessing there's somebody who's been here maybe a bit longer ago, try to flush out the player who'd been nearby. They opt to go for someone who might be on site. They gain intel that they didn't think they had, and now they are in hot pursuit. Look at how quickly Herds is in! He finds one, a second to follow up, smoked by Dash.
And now for W7M fighting from a numbers disadvantage, it goes from bad to worse. But JV is already deep inside as well. Los have the numbers advantage, but they cannot afford to give 1v1s away. We know how good JV and Nade can be. And they will not give up, even in a numbers deficit. Maya takes a very aggressive angle, surely not to overpeak here. He gets punished, and a bad read from Los makes this very winnable for W7M.
But why? Why go for that swing? You got the 4 versus 2. Do what Dash is doing right now. Sit tight, play off those yellow pings, play with the intel, and then make a play.
Now they've got more intel on the Valkyrie. Lobin punishing Nade, and he gets them both. Lobin is finally spawned in.
W7M fan these days. But Los, I think they've gained a whole lot of new fans. KZ goes out straight into the Claymore. And very much the story of the first half of Los being too aggressive on defense seems to continue here. W7M aggressive, and they early lose a player, but Hertz takes down cameraman upstairs, no information, and Los are now a player in deficit.
The calling card of Rainbow Six Ranked is why are you there? And, well, a shotgun being up on the top floor is something you might not expect. But suddenly, look who it is! Lobin with 2 picks to set us up to 2v2.
What?
Nade drops. Herds will need to clutch it. It's him versus Lobin! You gotta be shitting me again! How does Herds do this time and time again?
Like we've said, inexperience for 4 of these 5 Los players, never playing in a grand final, having very limited experience on the main stage. But they are slow and steady here on this attack. Not falling victim to the Capcan traps, but indeed cameraman, the first to die. A C4 tossed headlong by Felipox will open this equation for W7M. Oh, what a shot from Dots! How do you land that? Herds is sat back down.
It's impressive. But the worst is yet to come. They gotta clear out JV on the shield position. They lost cameraman, but they're finding kill after kill.
They lost KZ, Felipox trades Dash right back, and now JV just needs to pop up. Struggles on the spray transfer. It's Nade to clutch it a 1v2. He's been phenomenal so far. Well, stare down flashes, stare down 2 frags from Lobin. 2 adrenal surges still left. And with a minute to go, hard destruction from the Hibana can make wherever you sit a little bit less safe. Nade pulled out from Lobin. Safe position right now for the mute. Dots attempting the plant. Lobin will need to cover. Nade reads into this correctly, looks one way. They see him, they assess the situation. There goes a nitro. Goes off a little bit too early. Now both will hunt, and it's Dots to get the kill.
They're beautiful play and shut down Visa instead.
KZ really is the question mark on this round.
So far, though.
We have information, Deb.
But down. Dash.
KZ losing his head. Teams trading back and forth. 2 from Dash. The Monty is still upright as well, though Dots has suffered for it. Cameraman upside down, attempting to put greater focus on this bottom floor bomb site. Has Dash spotted that defender? As he walks up with Dots, who could attempt to plant. There it goes, smoked, revealing Dash's position. Dots will be able to get away with this. There's nobody able to stop him. And suddenly Los in excellent position. A drop from JV92 slaughtered. Dots and Dash have a hell of a
C4 goes out. They have nowhere to shut down the plant from below or later in this round. So if Nate goes for this, it might have some consequences. Thankfully though, Felipox, 3 smoke babes still in pocket.
Been located.
Final 30 seconds. C4 is good. All entry points from Los guarded at the moment as Dots and Cameraman are left alive to sort this out themselves. A 1v4 favoring W7M, looking to move to match point. Dots engaging with Keys, a relatively easy kill, but so much more to be done and a monumental
Go
task.
for kills.
KZ has not had a very good map so far. He cannot outduel Loban with the Nitro Cell, but turns, eliminating Dash and looking for a follow-up. KZ dies to Dots, good coordination from Los to get in the building and clear out the roaming Mira above the bomb site.
The scary part about that for Los is that that was too separated. KZ shouldn't be allowed to get even the first pick without an immediate response. It took a few seconds, and that meant that it was another 1 versus 1. That's how you lose numbers advantages.
Exactly that. It comes down to literally 1 second. If you're 1 second too slow or 1 second too fast, it can make the difference between getting a kill or being the one getting killed instead. And now it's a bit of a guessing and reading game. No intel on both sides. They're feeling out the presence here.
Hold on a second. What is Herds potentially about to pull off as Loban goes hunting for more, almost gets nade through the soft wall. Down in servers. Nade hiding for the moment. JV92 to punish Maya. Herds still unaware of this push going on. He could flank on over. Nade taken out by more than one player. Herds is there, the flank coming out. Cameraman to save this round, but Herds seals the map. Consulate stolen by W7M.
In particular for hunting down pieces of utility like mirror windows, which at the moment has gone unbanned, and the Fenrir. And with the Twitch gone, you're going to be leaning on other solutions to deal with those problems.
No, you do, and the thing is, you might need to get
Smart position right now, not too far away from Felipox as they look to hunt him down. He'll go outside, assuming that KZ will swing. A bad first map from one of the superstars of W7M, but you don't expect that to last. Now KZ looking for a second. He'll get it. Away with his life intact, but not expecting the play from Cameraman on big window. Los had an advantage. It's been taken away by Herds, who's been very quiet. Mother of God, how do you contend against that? 2 kills in a row for Herds, and now Dots up next. They spot him, super shorty in hand. Herds 3 kills in a row.
As a result, they will know a player has passed through Master, and he will be droned and move around. Surely not another kill from the exact same position. He found the pivotal kill last round. He will also escape with his life.
They got information that one was on that Solarium window. Now it's Loban to die next at the hands of KZ, who's having a better game than he had on pretty much all of Consulate. Adrenal Surge to guide Maya in, but cannot get the pick over towards Library. So now, business as usual. 2 minutes to go. Only got 4 drones and several silhouettes. Right now, stare down Maya over towards Library. JV punished by Dots. Maya looking for the follow-up. Cameraman closing in, but they've got all the crosses on the side of W7M. Pistol out for Maya. Gets the down on the KZ. This is winnable. It's a 2v2, but the Nitro Cell from Nade hits its mark. Dots is left alive, alone upstairs with almost half of the round still to go.
There's so much action, the chaos. They're always fighting back and forth. Look at this. They're not done fighting yet.
At least not to this point.
And that's what Solo's being banned out. So these are drones either going in too early without any follow-up, any guns behind them, or it seems like W7M finding those drones by other means. Nate gets the first kill onto Maya, so Lo's off to a bad start again.
I mean, they do have the mute on the board, in all fairness.
They do.
They do. It's just a shame for Los that they looked primed to get the opening kill. Herds was read to perfection. A player from Los climbing up the ladder onto Fluke balcony at the same time as another player is watching for the re-aggression, and yet the killing blow was not confirmed. Dots, though, he sneaks inside, and he does take down one power position. That is the dining pressure. However, not fully alleviated as of yet. Herds at large on the top floor, in tandem with KZ. 2 star players for this roster. The nade once again goes begging for Los, and they realize now that there are few players on the site, and so they will transition their push directly.
Oh, you got 3 players ready to hit back of wide. This is perfect. Loban running in, nearsighted, expecting a play over towards connector, but look at this. A red angle from JV92, getting one, trying for the other, side on, cannot pull it off. Dots instead gets away with a single point of HP and will now attempt it for a second time. Herds removing Dash. Dots does not have the go to get that diffuser down, and now with his coverage gone, this is a tough spot to be in. Herds and KZ need to work together to find the Hibana holding this angle. W7M have the clock on their side. Don't need to swing if they don't want.
No.
Dots thought he could tiptoe away, but KZ was prepared and
Not many operators are able to actually create that line of sight. I'm curious about this buck pick, though. Also very curious to see Amonte moving in. Cornered,
no,
caught
not
out.
like this.
Philippox in a 1 versus 1 with this Monty, and he has a C4, the perfect ingredient for the job. 2 players fall for Los as Dash desperately darts around a corner, but Philippox has got his number. Maya falls as well. It's all up to the oldest player in the server, but he will not stave off defeat.
Holding a rotation, but no one's going to go in that direction because they're going to go up towards the Solarium stairs if anywhere else. So strategical misplays from Los here, and they got to change that around.
Looks like information is the big issue, James, but maybe not this round as Los gets 2 to strike first. The best start to a round so far from Los, and it continues to improve. A flawless end to the previous round could be met with the same result this time, just for the opposite team.
Do not give 1v1s, Los. This is where you lock in the round by playing off each other. There are plenty of drones on the board to find Philippox's position, and he is quite a clutch player. Moving forward, that nade very close. He spots one, Dots goes down. Lopen looking for the reply. But the flawless round is confirmed. Compared to most maps at the moment, it is very much an attacker-favored affair. You can come back from a 2-4 deficit. This is not Chalet, but it's a very different affair, especially when you're losing opening picks. Herds has been on fire! A double for him yet again. The opening menace for W7M. Dots desperate to duel him, to best him, to put him down. But Herds can simply slink back into darkness.
And he finds Loben and Maya again. We talk about star players. They're not really showing up here. 2 and 5, 2 and 5. Captain Trap goes also as well. So much damage being given here to Los' side from guns and utility. I mean, statistically, they're locked out of this one. They gotta find some incredible kills out of nowhere to win this round.
Well read by cameraman as he knew there was a body crossing, but jumps on in. JV92 with aerial support. KZ, the lone player from W7M, out of this round. But KZ's having a terrific game. No way. That's...
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, did you order the...
It's working out. The fastest working, the slow doesn't work in this. I mean, they're hitting the bomb site, they're close to it, but it's Philippox. It's W7M now on the attacking side. Los don't want this.
Oh, but Los is on the board first. KZ, magnificent on Chalet. Down for the count. That's okay, you've only got Herds to deal with, but a second now on the board for Los. Maybe the crowd imbued them with some energy. The 2 top fraggers from W7M are no more. Still utility there for W7M, and as we've seen, you can never count this W7M team out of a round.
You never can. Especially when you're getting on the board. Nate finds one, so that number is a bit closer. Still in favor of Los, of course. They're looking for the flank. Meanwhile, W7M, they're looking for the side, looking for the verticality, but they don't got the buck any longer, so they can't break out the floor apart.
I do love how careful W7M are being in this numbers disadvantage. They do not want to let re-aggression from Los cost them another player. But Los as well are playing a little bit scared. Dash looks to lock out that player. It's Philippox. He snuck his way very early in the round into Trophy using his Sense gadget to try and create a light screen to barrier any potential lines of sight, disrupting him. He still has 2 left in pocket for the execute. And in a 3v4, realistically, W7M, they need a few picks. Now they've got the info. Do not overpeak here, Los. You have the advantage. You do not need to give W7M a way back in.
Will the birthday boy be rewarded? No, it does not appear so. So Philippox will need to go elsewhere. Still has 2 of those roly-poly gadgets. I do appreciate that we don't have an official name for it that we use because, well, it's quite long.
With his Dots.
Numbers right now favoring Los. 7 players still in the server, but all 3 members of W7M used so early on from the Thermite of Nade, by the way. Leaves you with no obscurement when it comes to the bomb site. Herds following up on the drone work going on in. Loben dies to a grenade. W7M within the span of a minute has torn through 2 players from Los.
You know what they did? A fake execute. Smoked the bomb site, forcing movement from the roamers, and then they execute upstairs anyway. They're looking downstairs, but the attack comes horizontally. It's a great bait and switch play from W7M.
You've still got the Ram in play as well of Philippox. His boogie drones will tear away at the floor and cause some serious issues for these defenders. A nitro cell goes off. Philippox living for now. One roamer that you said was supposed to be pushed off was over towards Dining. Goodbye to Maya, who retreated upstairs. Dash miles away from the site. We're at the halfway point of the round, and W7M are up 5v2. Another flawless round could be had unless Dash can muster something. Diffuser in the hands of Nade. Dash knows there's one by Blue. KZ finished off. It won't be done flawlessly, but Dash revealing his position, and 3 players from W7M fight.
Now, and when you're up 6-2, you can afford to take a risk, because if you lose a round, it's not the end of the world. Whereas for Los, it would literally be you go down 0-2.
Well, it continues for Herds, who's broken a dozen kills so far on this map. Philippox in as well. Same predicament of the previous round, boys.
Yeah.
30 seconds off the clock, and Los are just getting sent home. Loban with 1 kill, looking for another. JV92 pivots and says, that's quite enough. That map is over before it even started. Good Lord, W7M 7-2 to go up 2-0.
There's no doubt about this team. They do what nobody else can do in Rainbow Six. Their brand of this game is completely untouchable. Even in a grand final, they take no prisoners. They do not hesitate.
Top 4 or better in the last year and a bit of competitive Siege and Tier 1 level of play. That is basically unheard of, unless you go back to like 2018.
And I mean, even just this year, 2nd place at SI on
On the bomb site, there's also one in Blue Stairs, which has now been detonated. And here comes Loban. He's dropped down into server. He needs to evade pressure from the site as the opening kill goes for Los. KZ has been taken down, and a minute to work with puts Los in a very strong position.
This is it, the clock. They got a minute to work with, and they took out Casey on the smoke bait. So what can stop them right now? 2 C4s from Philippox and Nate, that's it. So strategically right now, Los in an excellent position. But if they hit that C4 midair and deny it from stopping the plant, they will win this round.
The Warden is perfectly positioned for this. A nice 1-tap. Down goes Cameraman, the Maverick, making those holes, but they cut both ways. Now it's Maya down to JV92. The stack up at the moment as yet another player goes into the same position. Philippox moved off of this spot. A big kill for Nade. There's the nitro cell to go out. Flames only JV92. More winnable for Los, but still a daunting position to be in. Loban with the coverage. Nade and Herds get the 2 picks, and the first round goes in favor of W7M.
2 kills up this red staircase.
Oh, this is classic desperation from Los. Philippox on the other side. What an easy freebie for W7M. Dots can finally put down Herds. Hang on a second. He's in the goddamn top floor, and he's already taken 2 players with him. Philippox steals one back, however. And in this position, W7M fall to pieces. They crumble. Cameraman, what the hell is that loadout? The suppressed cameras claims one. And now Los have a numbers advantage. Critical that they do not lose it from here.
JV92's got watch from down below as Loban and him are in a stare-off for the ages. No case control for Los. But if you've only got a single kill to be found, it's not the end of the world.
JV has been the anchor player for W7M this tournament. Always clutching up, winning those 1v1s and those 1v2s. He's done it so many times this tournament. And he's in a prime position here as well. Doesn't have a C4. Got that shield instead. But right now, they're both playing the waiting game, waiting for intel from Cameraman. But so far, JV has gone misdroned. They can deduct that he might be in this small copy room, but if they don't assume so, he might just get a free kill down the hatch drop.
Here's those sounds. Whoa. Repositioning.
Covered the bomb diffuser.
I could not understand what that was. There's the drop. JV92 knows his limitations, worried about a play from the door. He's got that black mirror working against him, but still, the spot he's on, he's expecting a hatch drop, not realizing The case is so close by. Wall next to him. Cameraman sneaks in. There was no coverage. Takes out a castle barricade, allowing a larger line of sight towards the back of the CEO site. There go the smokes that you talked about. Dots walking in. Cameraman losing the duel. Loban the only one on the board, but the silent assassin of Glass in for the fight. Loban out-dueling the Kaid. He's last alive, finished off by Philippe.
Catch open up, Nate can drop, just waiting for that final drone to pick.
No way.
Or,
So close.
if they think it's clear, he's
It's
sticking around.
essentially a three-way crossfire, and elsewhere, the defense have come to life. Herds has found his big pick.
Dots engaging, but they still don't know that Nate is in that spot. He hasn't moved a muscle, and this could be a rude awakening, but no, hold on, never mind. Sorry, Herds is just going to kill everybody. Doesn't matter who you are or what you do. Herds is going to slaughter your whole team. They could have another lined up now. As they're like, oh wait, Nate is still in there? I couldn't believe that. All right, this is going to be competitive.
With their pick as well.
No, that's exactly it. I mean, if you can't win 3 rounds on a 50-50 map that you chose, there's going to be some troubling signs. Now, they do get the first pick on the KZ. That's huge. Maya sustaining some damage. Herds in a tough spot. There's life from Los as they breach this top floor.
Thing is, they're standing behind mirror windows, they're sitting still, right? This is one of the few rounds with W7M, they're not playing the map. They're playing behind mirror windows up against the Ying, so they fall, they're blinded, they can't see a thing. No Warden being played the last 2 rounds by Ying and Glass having presence. A little bit puzzling, but when Hertz are hitting the shots that he has been, you don't need utility, you think. And all of a sudden, W7M, they might have picked the wrong upper lineup for this bump side.
Well, I like the way they're trying to play aggressive. They've used those yokais to support some early aggression, but now, of course, from a deficit, they will have to try to consolidate. And for Los, they use that execute heavy utility to take the top floor. Yes, it drained most of their Candelas and a fair amount of their drones, which, by the way, they only have 2 left. So they will need to rely on information from these hacked cameras and from the gusto of simply moving forward, trading each other out. They have a numbers advantage. Even with 2 drones, they should be winning this round.
The good news if you're W7M, you know where most of this is going to come from. You're going to have 2 players drop the hatch. If the first hatch player loses their duel onto Philippe Hawks, things go very bad very quickly for Los. Absolutely need that, and there's a nade tossed out. It works, they triple up on it. JV92 and Nade, though, still very much alive. Nade's not aware that there's another player tucked into the common spot. JV to take it back. Losing some information, cannot lose his head. Diffuser down, and now JV92 over towards Archives. Has to be very careful of the rotate, created earlier. Another player from Los, laying in wait, not too far off from Tellers. It's a double swing, getting it done when it comes to the scoreboard. Suddenly, he's been flourishing in this role, still relying, of course, on the better players on the team. But that leadership is so crucial the deeper you go into an event.
It is, and it shows.
Philippe Hawks, hold on! Okay.
He saw him, but he said, you know what, I got a second impact in my pocket, I'll go for that instead. No gun needed. Maya now 2 and 6, not having a great time right now in Bank. They're playing 4v5 here in the final round of the first half.
Oh my! W7M bringing the heat. Every player finding their end. But Los gets on the board before getting wiped off the map. Chalet, 4 rounds in a row by W7M. Los only won 2 rounds that entire map.
Here it comes, though. That is what we need more of. Moments of brilliance. Maya to find Herds. The star fragger for W7M has been sat down, and their young gunner as well. Such a long time. There will be 5 seconds left on the clock, and that is all that remains when this eventual execute must come through. Dots to gas up the side as well. W7M must be desperate, but there's no second chance. They drop in. Nade amidst the smoke forces down the plant. Philippe Hawks knows he has to make a move, but he's shut down. Cameraman to land the C4. The Lion is the only thing that stands for W7M.
You go on your cams, you make noise.
It's true.
So the moment that Echo goes onto that cam, Philippe Hawks will know that.
Oh, he knows.
There it goes. Philippe Hawks.
Yep.
Philippe Hawks plays off it. He gets baited into it. Bloodshed spilt all over the server. Los trailing in numbers as Dots dies, giving W7M the advantage with 1 minute left in the round.
That's beautiful. Beautiful play, right? Utility, intel game, the bait and switch back and forth, and it favors W7M in the end, but the play itself didn't work.
The play didn't work thanks to cameraman's heroics, and he will need to demonstrate more of that. Holding a position, trapped away from the bomb site. And there's plenty of info for W7M. They know where he lays. They know where these yokais are. JV to send a flash through. This could be the end of him, but Mai is taking on KZ! Cameraman! When he is called upon, he shall deliver. Hurts the star fragger for W7M with the diffuser available. But here comes the yokai from cameraman. Pacing is essentially, has he got the time? Oh, not enough! Los must now retake as Hertz has the chance to lock in the round, but not if cameraman has anything to say about it.
You said, James, that when Los were down in numbers on the attack inside, they went for desperate plays. W7M, they don't typically go for desperate plays, but they might need to, because catching everyone's off guard now might be your only chance in this open area attack. You got Nate on the Ying, you got the Togepi, etc. Just say, okay, 3, 2, 1, here we're gonna go, boys. If you make a predictable attack right now, I don't know how they're gonna actually overcome Los' defense. They're everywhere. Downstairs, primary floor, they're roaming top to start things off as well. They've completely locked out W7M, and you don't seem to have an easy way to figure this out. No primary hard reach either, so this quad wall for cameraman is gonna stay intact.
Well, the one thing that Los has at their disposal is information. The Rooney Gates, the Legion Gumars, the Pests to possibly take a drone away, the Black Eye Cams as well. They've got so much information, and they are using it beautifully. A 5v2 that quickly becomes a 4v2 thanks to Philippox's position in square. Now it's Maya getting softened up as well. Herds down for the count. 1 kill to be found for Los to snatch their first lead of the series. Philippox has the down onto Loban. He's starved for utility, only 2 flashes to his name. Might as well confirm the kill. That one's for Siege GG. Information now as to the next position as the yellow ping will guide him forward. Los takes the lead!
Time. Remember, I said at 1 minute 45, you want to stop breaking over those hatches, or at least at 1 minute 30. W7M are nowhere near that pace right now. They're super far behind.
They're gonna have to sink their teeth into this open area hold that we see Loban and Dash still on. Good coordination, but Dash gets the last laugh on the KZ. Not before JV can follow up. The advantage for W7M. Dots is gone as well. More pressure onto the shoulders of these 2 remaining defenders down below. Los just gained the lead. They don't want to relinquish it this quickly, but W7M are showing an eagerness to tie it up.
This is ridiculous. Out of nowhere, they find the round back into their favor.
Cameraman be the hero now? He'll need to be. Nitro Cell to open up one of the doorways, giving him vision. Holding that TCSG. Oh, slaughtering JV92. Do not count out that weapon. There's smoke, depriving him of the line of sight, and with a glance on the blood! Cameraman looking with that experience.
User.
Philippox and Cameraman in a 1v1. Diffuser down to hunt for kills, to push them to not.
All they gotta do is problem solve here. They got the capital fire. They've already used their nades though, so they have to make a 3-2-1 style execute up a staircase somewhere and break this apart.
Damage is now being done to Philippox as his ascent begins on the stairs. Maya the first pick, goodbye to Herds. Looking far more mortal in this map than we've seen throughout most of this event. Relatively even kills across the board for both teams, in fact. But that doesn't work well for W7M, who are currently behind in kills. Maya wants some more, boys.
He's a hungry man. KZ on the other side, fast superior HP. Nade looking to regroup with his team. W7M have not committed to a square push as of yet. They need to find an opening, but Dots is about to give them one! No, he will not! He'll shut them on down. W7M claw back a single kill, but for the 3 that have fallen, it may be the end of W7M on bank. Los looking to shut down the Brazilian dominance, but not if JV's got anything to say about it. A 1v2 looks so winnable for the Hibana. JV, another player spotted! 4 kills! Here comes the claw! Dash! Maya having some huge multi-kill rounds. Cameraman with his unbelievable clutch. That puts Los in a position where they now believe the fairy tale could become a reality. W7M. And for Loban, he misses his opportunity. Dotes has also fallen back and now two.
Keep up the pace, right? Lag on bank, get in their face, slow them down, make it problematic for them.
Herds didn't have a great game in the previous map. You have to wonder if that's part of the culprit. He dies first, but KZ has his back, securing the pick onto Dots. As now Dash tries to run through back bar, but doesn't get anywhere for it.
I would say trading 1-for-1 on this map heavily favors defense because of how it is to break apart the bomb site itself. So that initial trade is really good for Lowe's. Then losing Dash shot death on Warden is not great either. But Cameraman, he saves the round maybe once more by evening it back to a 3v3.
These Razor Blooms are going to be a factor as well. Though Thorn's pick rate isn't as high as it could be, you can use those Razor Blooms in one of two ways. Number one, combine it with another operator and actually have them do serious damage. Or number two, the way a lot of teams tend to use them, is area denial right here. Philippox immediately needs to reposition. He gets away safely, but the defenders know where he is, and it has forced him out of a comfortable spot, potentially into an engagement that he would lose.
Piano control has not fully been established for W7M. Here comes Nate though, he's snuck deep into bar, and with the castle barricade on the bar backstore, it does protect him somewhat. Loban in an awkward position. I don't think Los have any clue whatsoever, but Maya is in the perfect position. What? And a second now for Maya. JB92, Maya gets another! Close round with this roam.
It's just like Bank all over again, right? Extensive roam, with the Solace, find those cameras, shut them down and stall for time. 5 drones killed already, half the round to go. And they're just waiting for the first move here, but the gunfight favors JV.
It's not really a necessary swing for either. I mean, you didn't need to provoke that altercation. It did either way. White Stairs still held at the moment by W7M. Philippox trying to follow up on it.
They're actually so aggressive here. I think all of the defenders are offside,
my.
but they've been read perfectly. Loban on his rotation, back cut down. Over aggress in this mid-round.
Well, a time left. It was pointed out earlier in the round that W7M were maybe dragging their feet a little bit, but the good thing about the mining bomb site is you can vault in the window or rappel in this case and immediately get the diffuser down. All it takes is the 7-second timer. JB watching for Loban, but hold on a second, cameraman is down below. W7M don't necessarily have the time to go fighting him, so he'll have to stay for the time being. But the return to the bomb site for Los works out perfectly. They take the round.
But caught by the magnet, of course. And W7M are staring down a very difficult task. Here comes a very good nade, though. Dash red to perfection. W7M can equalize the numbers.
You won't be able to do that anytime soon.
Oh, God.
I just had to get this.
Loban's got this, I'm telling you right now. This rat play. You expect one. You check behind the cigar shop. You do not expect a second. But Philippox has gone very deep. Oh, wall bang takes out Maya. The round flipped upon its head. And
Did you see his face, by the way?
I did not.
Did you see his face?
I wish
it was
I had.
surprise. It was very surprised.
Thing is, the door is castled, unfortunately. He can't actually go for the flank, so this rat play pays up. He's gonna flank the white hallways. That's gonna take a long time, and he does know there's a drone on air jab waiting for him.
No rotation. And Loban really struggling for options at the moment. There are so many players on this top floor. There's one, takes him down. Nade shut out. That's hard breach gone. Might not matter on this side, however.
He knows that he's got this piano portion, cigar, completely intact. He'll keep their attention from above. But it becomes do or die for W7M. A 3v3 that W7M takes an advantage of, with cameraman down for the count. Philippox planting the diffuser as Doc's firing away. 90 is where he gets jumped upon. Now it's all up to Loban. Good enough for one. He'll continue to trudge forward, but it's a game of keep away as now JV repositions, and he gets it done.
W7M have done a good job of picking apart cameraman, and Dots is in a very awkward position to support his team.
Yeah, they got that down to the attack, so now the beast can go out. They can do the very bit, but Dots he went unnoticed. No drone found him downstairs.
Loban might have an opportunity as well inside a cigar. Close to the bomb site, but he's missed it now as it sailed away over towards red. Follows up on the buck. His Herds is looking on a completely different floor. It's been a quick round so far.
Fortune has favored the brave for Los, and that is now Dots down below in Laundry. Philippox is checking every single corner. He will surely check Laundry as well, but it's about winning this close-range gunfight. Damage dealt both ways. Philippox gets it. Now the numbers are even once again.
That's a swing or be swung moment there. And I mean, you have to take those opportunities they present themselves. Kill though for Nade. W7M with the advantage. Just a little under a minute to go.
Yeah, it's looking grim though. Dash for the clutch in a 1v3.
Oh, he knows two players are on that window. Does Dash, but he's getting pushed from behind.
No. I don't even know how you have television when half the words you use sound like swear words. I don't know.
Kitchen bomb site for Los, last round of the half, and there's no doubt this is a very pivotal round for their campaign. And they lose the opening engagement. Cameraman desperate to make good, but he is punished as well. This could be the end of the line for Los. W7M, a two-player advantage and plenty of time to convert onto the ground floor.
And this is the thing you said, desperation from Cameraman. Previously on Bank, they didn't make that many desperate plays on the defensive side because they were pretty solid, but now one thing goes the wrong way, Dash is 0-5, and someone else, this time Cameraman, feels like he has to make up where his teammate falls short, but the outcome is a 3 versus 5 instead.
It's typical. I mean, teams will try to course correct and they'll tip over. It's like when you know you're paddling and the boat's going in one direction, lean to the other side, you do it too much, you're just going to capsize in the other direction.
That's
right?
it.
And if you're a younger team, you're going to commit those mistakes, which Los is. I mean, a team for a year and a half with, yes, a veteran player on it, but he doesn't control everybody on the squad.
No, but he controls himself, and Cameraman has found himself too often in positions where he is succeeding an advantage or a salvageable round. He did not need to overpeak there, and now there's a serious shot for W7M to win this half outright 4-2 on the unfavored side. As they spiral, another pick is found. Herd's back in form finally, but Maya has been the saving grace for Los. He needs a lot more than the one he has gifted them thus far. Outside the bakery door, KZ looks to meet him, but Maya finds another quick headshot, now peeking again. What is happening? Finally shut down by JV. Loban trapped into a corner. He needs to win his first. Philippox on the other side with the pistol.
Lead on to Dash without a kill yet in this match. Loban has snuck his way in. He knows he's got one by pillar. He sees the shoulder. Down goes Philippox from below. This push can continue to move forward now as Loban guides them on in. Herd's inching up. The next one to potentially engage. Safe by the bomb chassis. Cameraman punishing JV92, playing over by White. But Herds gives some staying power to W7M.
His position is revealed though, and he is so exposed he needs to win this fight, but Dots bests him, sits him on down. Maya to pair up for a second. Dash to finalize. Most will not.
Enforcing movement from W7M, but they're standing pretty still.
They brought 8 grenades, by the way.
No, why not? Be explosive.
Especially when W7 are playing such a passive position. Nades are what you need. Dots is getting lots of information, but he needs to win this fight. Hurts takes a bit of damage, but has not fallen. Maya again is the savior for Los. But the numbers are even. W7M found 2 picks amidst the chaos, and now with 25 seconds to go, KZ's gone for a jog. He's so far from home, but his flank will need to count. Los have mere moments while the line is trapped off site to try and push and dominate this side, but Dots has fallen. KZ on his flank is taken out. Maya called upon again for Los as he starts to force this diffuser down. It's up to Dash to cover. 2 players from W7M searching! Philippox shuts down the plans.
2 beats W7M. You know from your own experience that you can win everything there is to win, but the World Championships of Six Invitational, that matters the most. W7M can prevail here, but the job will not be done, as they will turn their sights over towards Brazil. First pick of round number 9 goes in favor of W7M. They get Dash off the board.
Oh, hang on a second. What is this run out from KZ? Very ambitious. And while he falls, enough of a distraction was made to bring it back. Loban! What the hell was that? 2 kills with the DMR. Brings it back into the realm of possibility for I can't even put words to it. W7M are so close. They can't fumble this 4v2.
I mean, there's a reason why they've been chanting his name. W7M will move to championship points if Cameraman and Loban are unsuccessful. Nade and Philippe Hawks just need to wait. Case just outside of reach of Loban. As he fishes away, missing an opportunity, but the smoke will conceal him for but a moment. Shotgun out in the hands of Philippe Hawks to play that close angle. Time running out! Loban can make this work, but now you need to get to the bomb site. Nade must follow in tow. Loban with just a second or two on the clock. Exposed with Cameraman watching. Nade searching for anything, won't find it, he drops. And now a new timer begins. Oh, the Goyle canister will stop Nade's advance, doing so much damage as now he plays away.
One of the few ways they have to get these opening kills.
Like a drone's, Dots peeks for information. Goes deep into Piano, he's testing the waters here. Who's playing on these lines of sight? Flashes will need to enable an entry. Oh, but a bad flash! It cost Dots his life. Thankfully, Maya is there for the trade. 12 kills to his name, and Hertz has gone down. Loban will fall in response.
Reloading, cover me!
Back equal again in the 3 versus 3, but as long as Maya survives, there is hope still alive for Los.
Unbelievable play from these two players on Los at the moment. Willing their team in, and with Herds bleeding out, the 3v3 at the top is not accurate at all. JV92 has been unbelievable so far on this map. He gets the read on it, a close engagement, dropping Maya. That's Case down as well. Herds leading out, missed opportunity. Cameraman slaughtered by JV92. W7M on championship points.
Got the Monty again. I'm sorry because normally I'm a huge Monty enjoyer, but it has not worked out for him in this best of 5 so far. But it has to work right now. Minute and 20 seconds left. Self-destruction going out. But KC and W7M, they get the opening kill.
And that's Loban. What bigger a target other than maybe Maya could you find in a critical round?
It's intense. Nades are going out, they gotta deal with this Kite Claw first to get the hatch open up, and the first nade missed, and the second one almost did as well, but the hatch will get opened. One man down. I want to see Dots doing something successfully, but the second claw went out as well. The hatch will be denied. They cannot get it open up right now. They're gonna be scrambling for time and scrambling for map control.
The Monty experiment is gonna be the big deal. Have they cleared out the pathway forward for the Mountain to continue to take up space and give Los a fighting chance?
Oh, here he is. Dots has made Hertz pay. Maya looks for another one. Los have a real shot. With Maya moving forward once again, he is the best player for his squad. Another kill for Maya. KZ shut down in the 4v2. 4 versus 1. Nade against the world. With Los forcing down the diffuser. W7M find the first pick they need to make this miracle happen. But it's so unlikely now for Nade. The Monty facing him now, forcing him back, and pushing Los to another chance, another hope to make this a reality. And there's the final one, the final nail in the coffin. One more round is all Los need.
And then a potential 5th map at Skyscraper to send us home. But we're not there yet.
Oh no! They twitched drone so many of the traps, but not that one specifically. No drone checked the Dots on Monty now, this time more vulnerable on the ace. He falls early, but this happened last round as well, and it didn't mean the round was over for Los.
Yeah, I mean, you can go down by 1, you can go down by 2, but stick to the plan, approach this site. You've lost the ace. I mean, I think that's the bigger issue at this point.
They lost the heart breach for the hatch inside a train. Now there's him to sit back, but they got the Solas, they got the Maestro, they got 2 C4s in pocket as well. It's gonna be a utility round, just like Los did themselves on this exact same bomb site about 5 rounds ago.
Smokes in pocket for Loban as well to conceal the twitch as he moves forward. The gun in hand will hit like a truck. Loban waiting for the potential flank. There's track stingers there as well. Info inside of the bomb site that will need to be dealt with, or else Los will be under watch as the objective comes in. Final 30 seconds unfolding.
Oh! And KZ opens for W7M. This is the desperation that we have seen from Los time and time again. W7M in a 4 versus 2. And all they need to do is wait. JV finds one. Maya against the world, against the Raging Bulls from Brazil. The region's most dominant force for years. A question posed in Montreal. A promise made in Copenhagen. History made in Atlanta.
Making history in esports is a rare opportunity, but it's one these Brazilians have taken, and they will go down in the history books forever. Please step forward. The first ever 2-time back-to-back, your BLAST R6 Atlanta Major Champions, W7M! This Atlanta crowd were very much in favour of their opponents, Lurton. Commiserations